Welcome to 50 Shades of Shuttle with Ida Levine.
Oh, Cecil! Are you there? Sis! And there you are! Oh, God's sake, keep your rug on. I didn't notice your little light flashing. Now, listen, I know you have Bikram yoga class in a few minutes, so let's get this done before you get into a sweat. Welcome everybody to episode 20 of Ida Levine's 50 Shades of Shuttle, your Hermes scarf on the leisure wear of life. 20 episodes, hey? Can you believe it? I, ladies and gentlemen, am practically an institution, and we celebrate a 20th anniversary with China. So I bought myself a lovely new hand-painted porcelain dinner service with a gold trim. Oh, it's very expensive and very delicate. Hand wash only. Sylvie is of course thrilled to bits. I can tell. Her eyes just lit up when she saw it, and she was so overcome with emotion she couldn't even speak. Now, although I've been bearing my soul to you for the last 5 months, I realise I haven't mentioned one of the greatest loves of my life, and that's my little furry friends. And no, I don't mean Russell Brand, as I made it very clear when I issued his restraining order. No, I mean my wonderful, wonderful dogs. I have 3 dogs, 2 white Bichons called FW and Rhodes, and of course my previously disadvantaged poodle, Tutu, who of course I named after my very good friend Bishop Des. Only this morning I was saying to Sylvie how my dogs are my only loyal companion in the hubbub of my life. But she was beating her malva pudding and banging her pots about so that I don't think she actually hurt me. I've always had dogs back in Fresno. Cecil is looking after my Labrador Biko and my Peak Boerta. Don't you, Cez? Cecil! Don't you, Cez? I know, they're very, very popular with his friends. And of course, Gerald, my hairdresser, keeps them looking very, very smart. That's because when Gerald's work dried up during lockdown, he started a new business. He's an entrepreneur. Yes, he has applied his hairdressing skills to our furry friends, and he set up a mobile service for all the dogs in Cape Town. There's hardly a night when he isn't out cruising in his white van looking for an opportunity to do some grooming. So, of course, I like all animals, not just dogs. Every week, I like to go horse riding at my local stables, which is just besides my extensive Thomas Heatherwick inspired freeholding here in Berkhamsted Garden suburbs in Hertfordshire. My horse, Boris, is not the brightest, but he will do anything for a handful of sugar beets. Although he does tend to get skittish and make unexpected U-turns when he is spooked. Now, I ride side saddle like the Queen at Trooping of the Colours. You know, a lady should never straddle. Of course, except when you haven't had a visit from Pele, my gardener from Rio, for a few days. Then, of course, it's legs akimbo for a good canter, and that usually hits the spot. My lovely daughter Erica is also fond of horse riding, and perhaps for the same reason. For a while, she did Arnold Schwarzenegger's personal grooming. And I mean for his miniature ponies, of course. But as you know, she had to give it up when she became head of security for my friends Meghan and Harry. And they tell me that she's perfect for the role. With her shaved head and a voice like a vuvuzela, she can be quite intimidating if you don't know her. And in her size 12 Doc Martens, her low centre of gravity makes her quite handy in a scrum. Although in reality, of course, she is the sweetest person in the world and is a vegetarian. Which is like a vegetarian who is happy to chow down on fish. Erica is settling down nicely in her new home in Santa Barbara. Apparently, Megan is sandwiched right between my good friend Oprah and my good friend Ellen. It's kind of like a deluxe celebrity color chart. Their new home has 9 bedrooms, which is of course one more than what I have. But then they do need somewhere to put little Archie when he throws a royal temper tantrum. And that's not including the granny flat for when the Queen pops by. But at least they can concentrate on their private life, away from the harsh glare of the publicity. And they will be explaining it in their new Netflix reality series, We Want to Be Alone, at home with Harry and Meghan. What? Says what? Excuse me a minute. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. You're right, Seth. No, it's no use flashing your light at me and pointing at your watch. I haven't finished yet. For God's sake, Cecil, stop interrupting me and let me bring myself off. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, Cecil. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, he is of course right. I should go before he stops strobing at me with that light and then I start looking like a Buster Keaton film. So it's happy Rosh Hashanah to you all from me, and see you next week for episode 21, can you believe, of 50 Shades of Shaitel, where I shall be showing you how to find the perfect mask for the puppy in your life. There, Cecil. Cecil, I'm done. You happy now? I forgot to take Cecil. Keep your brookies on. Wait. Sylvie! Sylvie, what's that crash? For fuck's sake, is that my new cockery? Bye, everybody.